Let's talk about a dedication to God's Word. Today we're going to discuss the necessity of having a dedication to God's Word. In 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2, it says, "Preach the Word. Be ready in season and out of season. Convince, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and teaching." If the quality of your spiritual leadership were compared to a water well, how would you rate? Digging a water well was hard work. It meant breaking through the hard layers of rock to reach the water table, however deep it might be. And this required weeks, if not months, of digging. Once water began seeping into the well, that wasn't the end of the work. Then came the matter of drawing the water to the surface, usually with the help of a rope or bucket or a pump. A tiring ritual which had to be performed day after day, week after week, month after month. And if the well ran dry, sometimes the hole would have to be dug deeper. Those who used the well also had to be careful to avoid removing water at a rate faster than nature could supply it. There was also the ongoing task of keeping the water clean. If small animals fell into the well and died, the water would become contaminated. These had to be removed, as well as rotting leaves and insects that might have fallen in. If the well had been lined with wood to keep the sides from caving in, then moss and algae would grow in the wood near the water's edge. The wood could also cause tannic acid buildup in the water. Cleaning a well was dirty and unpleasant work, but an absolute necessity if the users didn't want to lose their source of life-giving sustenance. In many ways, a spiritual leader is like a water well. When we pour out spiritual nourishment to others, we must take care to replenish the supply, or we will soon have nothing to offer. We cannot give what we do not have. We are also responsible for making sure the water we dispense is clean. A reminder that if our lives have become dirty in some way, we would end up harming others. So let's talk about drinking spiritual water. The water we give out, of course, comes from the Bible. The more we drink from God's Word in our own life, the more we can pour out to others. And the more vigilant we are about preventing our human selves from contaminating that water, the more effective our ministry will be. And yes, diligence is required on our part to draw upon the water of the Word day after day, week after week, month after month. It is a labor that is constant, for the needs of the people around us are constant. Their growth, in part, depends on our growth. When we take the time to ensure our lives abound with spiritual water, their lives are more likely to abound with spiritual fruit. Dwight Moody understood this principle, and he said, "A preacher, if he wants to give his people the Word, must have fed on the Word himself. A man must get water out of a well when there is water. He may dip his bucket in if it is empty, but he will get nothing." Moody concluded saying, "So, my friends, if we attempt to feed others, we must first be fed ourselves."